I did it. I did it. I found the best backpack for hunting that you can possibly buy. I did it. You're welcome. This isn't going to work today. I don't actually have a Kuiu hat, so I guess this isn't going to work. The Kuiu Icon Pro 5200 is the best backpack I have found for hunting. That's right. Kuiu Icon Pro 5200 is the best hunting pack. So I have to warn you about Kuiu. Before you go on their website, prepare yourself to be stalked like the most beautiful girl in the world. They will get into your social media. They will get into your email. They'll get in everywhere. Literally, I think there's a dude that's gonna show up at my house. Hey man, you wanna buy some attack pants? I got some Tiburon pants in my trunk of my car. Come on out here and check them out. I got a super down jacket that'll fit you perfectly. On sale right now, 20% off. It gets a little ridiculous, but the stuff is amazing. So every single piece that I've bought from Kuiu has been fantastic. I haven't regretted a piece of it, but literally get ready, because you're never gonna get away from them if you go to the website one time. So the bag straps down super tight. Even if you don't have a full load, there's enough straps that are in strategic places throughout the bag that you don't have to worry. Everything's going to be bound down correctly. You start with taking the top cap off. You have straps that come across the back directly of the pack. You've got straps that go around the sides. And then you're essentially in. The horseshoe system allows the pack to unzip completely here. You've got a zipper at the end down here, you've got a zipper at the end down here, you've got one at the top here and one at the top here. So you can selectively get into different parts of the bag as you need to. So when I get into camp, I tend to open it all the way up, like so. On the inside, you can see the new load strap system that they've got. Clips in place with molly clips. So you can get a lot of torque on this system. This can also be completely removed if you'd like to, but this pulls anything heavy. So if you're packing out an animal or packing in a lot of food on the front end, that can hold that really tight. It's hot. The molly strap system on the load carrier, I get it, and it makes a lot of sense, but here's the issue. And I left the full clip in so you could see, it's difficult to get those open without anything in there. So imagine now there's 50 pounds of meat, 75 pounds of meat, or your food on the front end, or whatever else you're gonna pack in there and try to strap down. You've gotta try to reach all the way around, get that thing unclipped, pull it out. Like I get it, it's a great idea, huge pain in the ass. I wish they would have done something that clipped on the top so that you could easily get to it, unclip it. The inside of the bag has two large mesh pockets, both of which have clips at the top for keeping a bladder in place. Both of them have a small opening for the mouthpiece of the bladder to go through the front of the, to exit out one of these side pockets here. The flap of the pack has two large mesh pockets. They're not terribly deep, but they're very wide. But obviously you've got a lot of stress that'll be placed on this, so you'd want to put soft items inside of these mesh pockets here. Pockets on the outside The bag is mirrored, so you have this same size pocket over here on the other side. This zips completely open, like so. It also zips from the bottom. So if you wanted to put some sort of trekking poles completely through the entire system and into the stuff it pockets, you could. You could also put a tripod in there. The back here, it's designed for a spotting scope. Just above that, you've got another larger pocket. There aren't any straps that go across this one, so you could put more sensitive stuff in here. The last time I went out, I put my binoculars and my rangefinder in here. There's also a smaller mesh pocket inside of here. You've got the bow system. Put the cam right in here, and then you're able to strap the bow down on top of this. On top of the bag, you've got two large pockets here, and the cap piece is completely removable from the bag. This is where I put my soft pieces, clothing, and protein bars, stuff like that. Toiletries that I can unclip completely and then leave at the campsite. So the strap system on the back and the carbon fiber frame system are amazing. The fact that they came all installed right off the bat, super handy. Very lightweight. These are really easy to adjust. You just unvelcro them and then they go up and down. So getting fitted into the pack is really simple. The actual straps are extremely thick, lots of padding, very adjustable. You're able to adjust the tops. You're able to, when you get a load that may be a little more top heavy, you're able to crank these down to bring that load over the top of your shoulders. The padding that's down here on the hip belt is extremely thick. The lumbar support, which this is really handy. The fact that they changed this to a little bit more of a sticky material here, it grabs the top of your waist and rests the pack on your lower back. These straps here, when you clip them in, you're able to grab both of these and leverage forward, which gives you a lot of pull. You're able to get them really tight, and then when you want to release, you simply... Each of the sides comes with a Velcro strap that you would put on a pouch for bear spray, or you would put on a holster for a pistol. Kuiu sells some accessory packs that you can put on here as well. The bag is $500. $500. Ugh. I really wanted something that I believed in, that I knew was going to be durable and that was going to last. That being said, it doesn't come with a rain cover. For $500, it doesn't come with a rain cover. Come on! It's an extra like 40 bucks off the website. The other thing it doesn't come with are the little accessory bags that mount to the hip straps. $500! You don't think you could throw in a couple of those? So under the top cap, you still are able to enter the pack like a traditional duffel. So it's got this standard drawstring opening, and it's got this kind of expandable material up on the top here. So this is really, really lightweight. What I tend to do is put rain gear right in this opening here so that the cap goes over and covers it, but I can really crank that cap down over that material. But then getting into it is, you know, super easy, where I can just open that cap up, grab the rain gear, throw it on, and I'm off. Most of the clasps on the pack are plastic. This one here is metal, which makes sense because this is going to be one that you're going to adjust a fair amount of the time. This is the one that connects the shoulder straps to the hip belt. Each of the zippers has the preformed rubber on it so that it's really easy to just grab a hold of, especially with a gloved hand. That's going to really come in handy. The rest of the bag is pretty much the plastic clips, but you can tell they're not flimsy. They feel very strong, very, very rigid. The actual fabric material is called Cordura, and you can see it kind of in the checkered pattern there. It's almost like kind of micro cording that's running through the entire pack. It's not super quiet, it's not super loud. I would say it's kind of in the middle, but you can just see the durability that this is going to create. I've gone through briar patches and not hung anything up. I don't have any snags in the bag, I don't have any pulls, nothing like that. The material is very durable, so I don't have any problem loading this thing down with lots and lots of weight. I'm not worried about ripping the straps out of it, so getting in and really hunkering everything down, I'm never worried about that. The material's a little loud. I know it's not like it's a whitetail package where you've got to be really, really quiet all day long. So it's doable, but even when I'm hiking around now, just kind of prepping everything, I'll put 50 pounds in the bag and go walk, and there's a little bit of swish. Just a little bit, not too crazy. Again, I don't think you're scaring off a mule deer at 100 yards with it. Lightweight, durable, and quiet tend to not mix. That's kind of the hard part. That's what they're trying to balance out right now. So why did I decide to go with Kuiu rather than something like Kifaru or Sitka or Badlands? I looked at Kifaru. The bottom line was they didn't have something that held the bow in place as well as I wanted it without me having to buy an extra accessory. I didn't like the way the pocket configuration worked on the outside, and they didn't have the horseshoe zip system for the size bags that I was looking at. I'm sure there is something in Kifaru that would work, but the other thing is I don't have access to it, and they've got so many options on their website that I just started looking and I was like, man, there's a lot of crap I have to go through here. In true Kuiu stalker fashion, when you Google Kifaru, theirs comes up first, and right underneath it is a Kuiu ad. The Sitka bag, which I'm a Sitka guy. All the rest of my gear is Sitka. I have a little bit of First Light, I have a little bit of Kuiu, but I've got a ton of Sitka stuff, so I was really hoping that their big bag was gonna work for me, but it's not even close. It's not even in the same ballpark as far as options. The fact that you can only enter that bag through the top, it's got this expansion thing so you can just cram more crap down into there. I literally looked at that thing for probably 5 minutes online and immediately decided it wasn't gonna work. So I'm really hoping Sitka can come up with some better options in the future. I looked at the Badlands to look at something that was a little more budget. They've got something called the Summit, which is the retail price is $399 versus the $499 for the Kuiu. But at the end of the day, I'd rather spend the extra $100 and get something that I'm 100% positive is going to be super high quality from a company that I already know and trust. So why didn't I go for the big boy? Kuiu makes a 7200 version of the 5200. I don't go out for that long. I go for a week at a time. I don't want the option to put 150 pounds of meat on my back and try to hike that thing out so I'm breaking my legs walking out. If I get to a point in life where I'm going out in the hills for a lot longer, then I may upgrade to the 7200, but I can't foresee me needing any more than the 5200 for a week-long trip. I hope you guys liked the video. I hope it was helpful and beneficial for you to see the Kuiu Icon Pro 5200 pack in detail. Go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe if you want to. I'm Brandon with RBM Archery.